Not gonna lie, guys, I'm flying a little blind here. XTool actually reached out to me, and they've got a couple of things coming out this summer, they usually do, that they were hoping that maybe I would work with. Now, the one item I can't tell you guys about just yet, but I can tell you I am getting the opportunity to play with and work with one of the machines that many of us have been patiently waiting for. Let me just leave it at that. But the other item that they asked me to look at was this one. They were super excited about it, but this has largely been a mystery box. They gave me a mood board of all the things that it was going to do, and based on it, my thought process was, okay, so we're releasing the sequel to the M1 Ultra. And sure enough, that is what we are unboxing today. This is the latest model in their sort of crafting laser line. I had an M1 Ultra until recently, actually. I ended up selling it mostly, honestly, because I had other tools that could do the same thing that it could do. It wasn't that it was a bad machine, and in fact, it sold extremely quickly on the Facebook Marketplace. That being said, I did have a couple issues with it and things that I'm hoping maybe this machine will address. The M1 featured a camera alignment, but you had to do it separately using your phone. And the other thing that I didn't necessarily like and didn't end up using very much was their inkjet module. And that was partly because it was just CMY. You didn't get true black with the inkjet module. I've got the M2, and I can say this is the inkjet module that goes with it. And according to the side, it is a CMYK inkjet module. So let's get this bad boy opened. I figured with this being an unboxing, I would try and limit the amount of editing that I do. So if I sound a little crazy and you hear me repeat words over and over again, particularly the word like, I apologize. I usually edit that out. Okay, so packaging wise in here, looks like the machine takes up most of the box. So I'm gonna pop those out. And then we have the machine. Rest of the inserts. And what looks like a material box. Ooh, that's quite a material box at the bottom. Yep, from the looks of it. Everything else they packed inside the machine. They're going with that same orange color that they've been using before. And check this out, guys. I know what that is. Yep. We have got a camera in here. So any form of placement with the machine can be done by a camera inside the model. No more having to take and use your phone to kind of do positioning. That's a nice upgrade. Let's see what else we got in here. Power cord. Looks like, oh, okay. Comes with a rotary attachment. Rotary attachment 3 light. So new rotary design for this machine, I'm guessing. Instructions, as well as what looks like some wood. We've got, this must be one of the modules for the machine. So this is a 10-watt laser. We've got, looks like some grease, some connector cords, little parts, hose for the back since we're working with the laser, masking tape, cleaning cloth. Some more paper for marking. Bigger paper. One more piece in the back here. So that looks like that's everything that came with it, short of opening up my little print head module here. And we've got the box with what looks like our printer module. The ink cartridge, which again, CMYK, and then the little cap thing, which I'm familiar with on the previous machine. So that is everything unpacked. So time to get set up. So taking a look at things, it looks like we actually have 2 cameras. There's a close view camera here, so there must be a camera underneath, and then we've got the multi-function module that looks like it plugs in here. And then of course we've got, you know, the belt system that goes in place here. If I zoom out a little bit for you guys, you'll notice that we've got this plate here that's got the marks for doing all of the camera positioning. And then I'm guessing with my little tool set here, I've got this cord which likely plugs into the machine. And then it came with these little things, and from the looks of it, they look like they're magnetic. They actually snap to the base here. And if I pull one up a little bit, you'll see it's got like these little feet. It looks like maybe it can snap and hold material a couple of different ways. These are basically risers that are magnetic and will snap to this, which means I could always, if I wanted to, and I wanted to make more risers or more jigs, I can do that, and I can put magnets in them and I can attach them to this frame. So we've got, this is the 10-watt laser module, and it's got these little spots here that I believe correspond, and it looks like it just snaps into place with a magnet. And then we've got a cord here that's got 2 USB points. I'm guessing this is the cord that it uses to connect it. So that's plugged in. I've got this going. So at this point, I think we are ready to turn the machine on and get it connected to the computer and see how it functions. So once we get it connected to XTool and it runs its firmware updates, we get a sort of get started with it tutorial, and it gives me the options to do a coaster, a keychain, and some greeting cards. And it says these are all kind of simple cases that kind of walk you through how to use the M tool. So I'm just gonna start with the first one, coaster, and let's go through it and see how it works. Now, looking at this, it says that we've got a couple different laser head options, including the 10, 20, 40, and then a 3-watt one, which must be a different type of laser would be my guess. I've got the 10 in there, so we should be good. And then we get a little video where it shows to use the magnetic pad, so those little risers, to secure the bottom corners of a wooden board and then place it on the center and close the lid, making sure that it doesn't obstruct concentric circles on the bottom. All right, well, let's do that then. So I'm gonna use this piece of 3mm plywood that they sent me, and then we've got these little connectors. I'm gonna go ahead, there we go. And then so I've gone ahead and put the board in, and as you can see, it took a snapshot of it. And it's going to walk me through the project. It looks like general settings. First, lasering on a flat surface, which is what we are in fact doing. Looks like we get some different options, including jig processing, inkjet, multi-mode, rotary attachment, curved material, but we're going to go with flat surface. And then it shows the corresponding material. So it wants us to click the material, and this one has the automatically selected the 1/8 baseboard plywood. So we'll click apply there, and then refresh background to obtain the latest image. We've got that one. Click to measure and select the measuring point on the cut material. Select the area you want to measure. So we want to measure basically in here. Auto measure succeeded. And then adjust the position by dragging and dropping. So I will do that. And then we're going to click process. And it knows that I've got that 10-watt head in, reminds me to keep an eye on things. And then click start to process. And of course, the typical click the start button to process and get going. All right, so let's get the ink cartridge set up. Fairly easy to install. And then it's got this base plate here that I think is designed to just basically cap on like that. All right, cool. Now to install the print head, I only have to do a couple things. One, install the base plate, which goes here, and it's just a matter of unscrewing pre-existing screw here and popping the little accessory piece in place and securing it with a single screw. And then for changing it out, it's a matter of unplugging, popping off the magnetic hooks, popping the new one into place, and plugging it in. Now to see how the print head and the laser work together, I opted to just take a simple design of Hello Kitty and put it on the coaster. I ran it through, first with the design being printed by the print head, and then when it was done, the machine paused, prompted me to swap the head out. And then you go back to the machine, tell it to start the second process. It even takes a moment to actually go in, measure the material, make sure nothing's changed, and then it will go in and engrave the part of the design that I asked to be engraved. And you're not just limited to things like wood or potentially cork. Thanks to the Atom. If you're new to laser crafting and want to create pieces that look both stunning and on trend, you should try Atom. Atom offers a wide selection of popular styles in beautifully crafted designs. You can easily search for a project or a theme, and then you can click open directly in XTool Studio. From there, it's just a matter of customizing things to your liking. I found these really cute Animal Crossing coasters, and all I had to do was place the felt in the machine. The M2 captured the image, and I could line things up, and the settings were all ready to go. Within minutes, I had these perfect little coasters to add to my cute little studio collection. So having had the time to play with the M2 a little bit now, I do think it's a good starter machine if you're wanting to upgrade from just your typical Cricut machine and you're looking for the next step up and working with a laser. I think it's a good starter model. I do like some of the new changes with the design, namely having the camera on top and then having the CMYK inkjet module in place instead of just the previous CMY. Those are two really nice things. I also like the modular design that we're getting, where we're going to be able to change the tool heads out. The one I'm currently working with is the 10-watt laser, and I know that we've got the options for the 20, the 40-watt, as well as a 3-watt IR laser, which will be really nice to use for engraving things potentially like metal. I am hoping with this modular design that maybe additional tools will be added on in the future. I hope to do a more in-depth review after I've had a little more time to play with the machine, and then I'll also have some projects in the future that I'll show you guys using this tool. If you want to see more content like this, by all means, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Also, if you could tap the like button to tell the Eldritch algorithm that this video was a good one, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.